Hello, my friends. My name is DadCraft73, and welcome back to another episode of our 1.15.2 Vanilla Minecraft Let's Play series. Oh, man, I hope you're having a good day, and more importantly than that, I hope you're all healthy, and your families are healthy, and everyone that you care about is in good shape. Man, it's craziness out there. We're all fine over here. My wife, my two kids, we're all good to go. My son's home from college. My daughter's out of school for the next couple little while. My wife does still have to go work in her office. They haven't closed yet. Small business that she works as part of. So we'll see what happens in the coming days. There's probably going to be some changes there, but other than that, man, we're hanging tough. I don't get freaked out too much. I take things very seriously, so I don't want you to think that that means I'm not serious about this whole virus thing, because I certainly am. But at the same time, I try not to let panic and fear rule my life. I think that's a bad way to live it. You make yourself crazy thinking about some of that stuff. So we're going to be safe. We're going to keep to ourselves, hunkered down, bunkered in, only going out when we absolutely have to, trying to stay away from folks, and hopefully everybody else is doing the same thing too. Okay, so let's not talk about that anymore. So today, we have really just one big project to try to work on. I'm going to try to bring you along for the process, as I always do. But what I really want... So there's this lady. Her name is Crafting Mantis. I don't know if you've ever watched any of her videos. There's a link to her channel in the description box down below. But she's on this server. It's like an SMP server called Obsidian Order. And I found her, I don't know, through... I think my friend Vitagarvia plays over there, which, you know, we made the flower farm over there from one of his tutorials. But anyway, she has this crazy base on that server where she has these monster fields, and man, I just love it. I'm super inspired by watching that video, or those videos. So I think what I would like to do is, and I was thinking that would be pretty awesome here. And we could do like some zero tick, blow up the world and make a million sugarcane in 5 minutes kind of farm. But at the same time, we really don't need tons and tons. We need enough to keep ourselves in rockets, and then we're in good shape, I think. So I think what we'll do is we're going to make a big sort of, like organic, I guess is the right word, like an organic sugarcane farm. And we're just going to like run it out through here, like in a weird, I don't know, like... organic shape. How does that sound? And I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably have to do some terraform. We're going to get rid of that lava pit. We're going to get rid of that hole over there. We'll probably end up getting rid of this little lake, and then we're going to have to put water channels in so we can grow what we need there. If we ever need more surface lava, there's actually some, remember, like over there, we can fly down there. No, actually, we're not going to fly down. So that's what we're going to work on today. But before we do that, I want to take you into the Nether just to show you an update on the Nether tunnel. I've been working on it some. Yesterday was my modded Minecraft day, and oh my goodness, I had to grind so much. I had to go mining, get tons and tons of iron for some projects that I was doing on that modded Minecraft series, Engineer's Life. So I didn't have as much time as I wanted to. Usually modded's pretty simple, right? But we're sort of getting at that point now. There's a little bit more grinding. But I wanted to finish up this tunnel, but I just didn't get to it. But we have made some progress, and I'm going to take you in and show you. I was actually just coming back from working in there, and I had to get some more light gray terracotta. So we can do some stuff. Let's go down here. So let's go pop into the Nether, and I'll show you. I think I have, is my shulker? I think my shulker box is still in there, which is fine. I'm just going to load it up with all this clay, and then leave it in there, and I think we'll be good to go. Oh, dang it. Okay, can we get back on here? Let's see. Maybe? Okay. Let us try this again without all the disconnects, game. I don't know what that was. I've literally been playing for like an hour or so, messing around. Anyway, I got some work done in here. It looks pretty good. Let's go across our sketchy bridge. Here's what I've been doing already. I love it. Oh, that wasn't a very good test. It looks really good. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, anyway, let's. I just got to put a couple bricks in, or oh no, where's my thing? Oh, it's up there. Okay, That shows you how far I got done. So I'm just making the bend, and this is probably I don't know, for me at least, it's one of the more complex parts of this whole build, is getting this bend done, because we still have all these other block colors that we sort of have to deal with. But I think we're okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think what I'm going to do is go put white in. I think we've been doing just 4 white, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these guys, that's not even where that stuff goes, is it? Hold on. This goes like this. Or some wasting blocks. These guys go like so. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do 4 white. And then we should be able to get back into red. And we'll go red. We're actually going to have to do... Oh, yeah. Okay. Like that. Yeah. And then like this. Perfect. And now we've essentially turned the corner, right? So it's weird, right? It compresses it a little bit. Is that right? No. That's not right. Well, I think it is right. Yeah, so that's how we're going to turn the corner. And so then we still have these guys right here. Oh, that's one too many. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it might just have to be a little off over here. So I want to get those 3 in and get that around that corner. There's going to be lots of white here. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. And then we're going to go here. I think we're just going to have to call it whatever. Because technically, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is 5. Okay, and then these guys are going to be like this. And then we will have successfully turned the corner. Yep. And I like the way this comes to like a point right there. That's pretty cool. We may have to add a couple more. Yeah, so we'll probably... I mean, we're going to have to end up like adding stuff in as we go up the way around the top. But that's not what today's about. Today's about trying to make some more headway on this, or to build this other thing. I just want to show you where we're at here. Bada boom, bada bang. That looks awesome. Yeah. All right. Is that the one that goes like this? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go like that. Let me go like that. And this one goes away. And that one goes away. And then 1, 2. And now we're officially around the corner, per se. And then we can start doing what we need to. So it's going to look a little weird, but it'll still give us that same illusion. 1, 2, 3. See, that's still 5. That's still 4. That's 4 now. But that's just the way it's going to have to work out around the corner. Right? Okay. But I wanted to show you, and we've done good work, I think. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So here's what I'm going to do. I have to do a bunch of off-camera work. I think we should do a little bit together. Oh, this is scary. Oh my goodness. Did you see how pro that was? Yeah. Oh, that's super pro. Oh, I'm the best elytra flyer in the history of the world. No question. Go like that. Okay. So first of all, there's lava here, right? So a little lava pool there. If we ever need surface lava, that's cool. All right, now let's head over here. So we're going to clear out a lot of this area here. I want to sort of bring it, so we have to bring it down so we can bring it up, if that even makes sense. So what I want to start with is kind of like a flat area, but I'm really looking for some sort of hill that I can butt this thing up against, because what I'd like to do is sort of have like terraces, and maybe we don't even need to do that. We could make it just round, couldn't we? Absolutely, we could do that. Okay, so this is going to be a big project, but I do want to make sure I harvest all my existing sugarcane, because I'm just going to like harvest this round, because I'm going to need this to plant, and then if I wait, then this will, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, Vern? Let's go like that and grab that. Okay, let's grab all these up before it gets to be nighttime and we start having problems. I hope that you guys enjoy. I mean, I think you do, and I mean, whatever, it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoy this crazy video style that I do, where I like to bring you guys along for as much of the video as I possibly can. I'm personally just not a big fan of the. I know some people do it that way, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just not a big fan of the. Of the. I gotta get food too. Of the video style where we're like, oh, okay, here today I'm going to build XYZ, and then magically, like a cut happens, and the whole thing is just built. And maybe some folks like that process, but I'm just not a huge fan of doing it that way. I like to do stuff incrementally, and then we come back and we talk about it, and we even work a little bit on camera and stuff like that. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I just took some cobblestone and outlined the edge of this big sugarcane farm, and this is what it's gonna. This is how big it's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty massive. I was just sitting here thinking I don't have near enough sugarcane to plant this whole farm. So at least if we can get some of it planted today, and then between the episodes, I'll have to keep working at it because it's gonna take a while. But you can see it's gonna cut. So right there's our original little just planted around. I guess it's technically a farm, but whatever. We've got that. So we're gonna have to fill in that low spot there. So what I'm gonna do first, let's actually go back down. Let me get this pick. I don't want to mess around going back down. Use our good one. So I need to take the shovel or whatever tool I end up needing. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be quite a grind, I think, but it's okay. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready for it, that's for sure. Take my shovel, the Sussex digger, right? And we're going to go right here, and we're just going to start. We're going to level this entire area around these guys. So, like, all through here. All of this has to come down. A couple layers of dirt, however far it ends up going out. And we may have to, like, I want to try to keep as close as I can to that. And then we'll see what we need to do around the edges. See if we just need to cut those back and even them off too. Yeah. Okay. So, but we're going to dig all this down to this level right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save every piece of this dirt, and we're going to use it to backfill and then build like a sort of like a terraced, like a, I don't know, like a hump. Not really a mountain. I mean, for sure not a mountain, but like a, I don't know how to explain it to you other than maybe I could show you. Like, let's say, I'm just going to go like this. Okay. Fill all this in. And then, okay, so this will be like this initial circle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. And then we're going to add more dirt back. So we're going to have sugarcane planted all along. So it'll probably be more like sort of like that. Sugarcane planted all along like the first level. And then we're going to raise up a level, plant more sugarcane, and then raise up a level. However many levels it gets. But it's not going to be as drastic as that because it's going to be... There's going to be like big flat areas, and it's going to be the size of this whole cobblestone outline. So I'm going to go off camera and just start doing the grinding work. You know how it is. This is what you got to do. And I mean, I know we probably could build this without like grinding out all the dirt and just start working on like the low spots and do that. But I think in this case, I would like to have sort of like this blank canvas so I can build it just how I want to. So I'm going to go work on this for the next however long. Hello, Mr. Zombie. You're instantly dead. Wow, there was like weird sparkles coming off him when he died. So I'm going to do all this digging. I mean, we do have some low spots, so some of it is not going to be digging. It's actually going to be backfilling, and that's why I'm going to save all this dirt that I get out, and we're going to backfill it all in, and we're going to make essentially a big level area that we can then start our farm on. And then I'll bring you guys back. So I want to just be able to go right outside of our gunpowder house or rocket workshop. Like, just come out and be like, oh, here's sugarcane for days. And just go harvest a bunch of it and rake it all in and then make paper and then make rockets and then fly around like a crazy person. So let me work on that. I'll see you in just a minute. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I got this all flattened. It didn't take very long. I have a bunch of dirt. I have probably a double chest full of dirt, but with this pick, or this, the Sussex Digger, efficiency 4 on breaking, man, we just ripped through it like it wasn't even here. So we got all that taken care of. Now, we just need to start figuring out what our different lines are going to be. And I figured I'd bring you back, and then we could sort of work through a little bit of it together, and then I'm going to see if I can't get a little bit of this farm actually built. So I do need to dump all of this. Yeah, not even quite a double chest. I'm going to put all these other odds and ends in here that are sort of getting in my way now. Put that in there too. All right, I'm going to harvest my sugarcane in just a second. But so I think what I want to do is I'm okay with this perimeter. Over there, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with this edge because it sort of leads right up to that farm right there, which, I mean, we could technically just take all this down, and maybe that's what we'll end up doing, and then we'll just move our retaining wall out here. We kind of get around away from that idea that we were going with like a bowl shape out here, but we can still work it out. Yeah, I mean, this is not too drastic. There's a crazy cow rolling around. Okay, so here's my thought. I want to have a couple layers of... I was going to try not to dig this out, but I think I'm going to have to. I was going to try to have a couple rows of sugarcane, maybe like 4 that go all the way around this thing on the bottom level. Okay, I have to get a little bit of dirt and fill that in. So if we could do that, that'll make it. We have to figure out what 4 rows of sugarcane actually looks like, though. Let's grab some dirt. You know, we might be able to do... I have to decide. Maybe. I have an idea. Maybe we can work that in. We can sort of build back up to that level. It's weird taking stuff down just to replace it, but I think having like a blank canvas is where it's at. Okay, so if I say... So sugarcane needs a strip of water. So this will be... So let's just go and dig... this back in. Okay, this might not be the best pick for this job. Okay, so sugarcane will be here. Right? Okay. This is going to be water in this, like, trough right here. Maybe. Okay, so that's going to be one row, and then we're going to have to do another row of water. Maybe we should even do more, because we have to do this the whole way around. This is going to be a massive amount of sugarcane. I think it's going to look really good. But we're just going to follow sort of the contours that we've got in until we can get, maybe it's like, well, I guess 4 rows. So we have a row here, 1, 2, and then we're going to skip a row like that. Yep. Okay. Okay, and we're going to sort of zigzag in right there. Can't have anything right there. That's going to be a problem. I mean, not really a problem. Maybe we just bring it like this. Yeah, okay. That's water. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've sort of figured it out, right? So then it's going to go that way. So these will be our 2 water like rows, and then we can have sugarcane on either side, right? So water will be there. We'll have sugarcane there and there, and then we'll have sugarcane there and there. And I think that's going to look okay. Let's go sleep through the night. So that's the idea. So what I'll do is let me work a little bit off camera, and I'm going to just see if I can't get this first row in. And if we can get all of that done, then we can plant sugarcane, and then we'll talk about how we're going to raise it up a level. I think it's going to be pretty cool. The cool thing about raising it up is I think we're going to be able to build like the trough instead of digging it out. We can build it as we go, and that might actually work out a little bit better. Oh, you know what I do need? Let's real quick just grab a couple buckets. Craft items. 2 buckets is going to be enough. Alright, and then we'll grab some water out of that little pond down there, and we can at least put a little bit of water in these troughs, and we can see what it's going to look like once it's all said and done. I do need to also harvest this sugar cane again. Just so it has a chance to grow, because the more I harvest now... Alright, I'll come back and do that in just a second. Okay, so if I go and put... This water's going to be still, right? So it's not going to be moving. Okay. And then we'll have another one like that. So then what we're going to do is we'll end up planting the sugar cane here and here. And if we have, let's just make sure this works before we go too crazy. We should be able to plant sugar cane here and here. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be that far in. I sort of feel like we need to do another row because I just want it to be like a gradual slope. I don't want it to go like, we're trying to not build a mountain here. We're just trying to build like some terraces, really, is what they are. Okay, so then if I go over here, and let's just do... Nope, like that. Okay. So I get that piece. Yeah, okay. Let's go just put a little bit of water in this little thing. And then we can do... like this and like this. And then, okay, so then here, right, this is going to be the first, like, step up. Yeah. And this will be our step up, and then, of course, and then this is going to be like a big circle, right? It's going to go all around the outside, and then this will be the other side, like so, and then we'll have another trough, and then this will be the next layer where we're planting, and so on and so on. And then, as we get closer to the center, we're just going to keep stepping up and stepping up. See what I mean? I think that's going to look really good, and we're going to get a pretty good coverage of sugarcane. Oh, we can't put anything there. Just go like that, maybe. Okay, so I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to see if I can't put these, like, whatever these things are. Our irrigation ditches. I mean, that's really what they are, I guess. I need to clean out, I need to fill this in. Just so we don't have to deal with it anymore. Alright, so let me get to work, and I'll be back with you in just a second. We'll do a progress check. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I've got the first couple rows of sugarcane. It looks really cool. I think it looks good. It took a lot longer than I think the next levels will actually be probably a little bit easier. And there's probably still some spaces where, like, I can see one right there, like in that corner right there, where I can't plant, and like maybe even, maybe not there. But there are a couple spots. Like, so when you're planting sugarcane, right? Let's just talk about it. So you have water right here. Let's just pretend this open gap is water. If you don't have water on the other side of these blocks, you can't plant sugarcane on this. So every once in a while there's a corner, and I'm thinking that probably, I know for sure that one. So what needs to happen is that block needs to go, and that one needs to be filled, and then it should work itself out. So there's probably a couple of those spots here and there, but I think it's going to be okay. I think we're getting enough coverage. I grew it a couple times. I planted all the sugarcane that I had, and I think it was a good bit. But I think as I'm building this second level, we're probably going to get more. But I'm going to need a ton of dirt now, I think. Okay, so here's the story. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go like here. No, we actually want to go like all the way along this. Do we? No. No, hold on. Of course, it's going to be nighttime as I'm starting to record. Okay, so we're going to have. Okay, so like this. Yep. Okay, so if we look at this, how this is going to be. That's all place we're going to plant sugarcane along that edge. Then we'll cover up all of this. There'll be no sugarcane there. No sugarcane there. I know it's getting to be nighttime. Oh, let's go sleep. Be mobs everywhere. In this big flat space, there are going to be mobs literally skating all around all over the place trying to kill us. So now, what we're essentially doing now is building the second layer of like the rise. So we've got this kind of terrace approach. Okay? And then we're going to do, this thing's going to be, let me just show you what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to go off here and go to work. So then there'll be a water channel. Oh, hello? Okay, so it'll be a water channel that runs like this, right? And then sugarcane will be planted here. Make sure that we can plant it all along, like, well, we can't plant it there, can we? No. So that needs to be like that, and that needs to be like that. And then we got to take some stuff out over here. But anyway, so there's going to be a water channel that runs on this second level, just like the ones down below. And then we're going to plant, hopefully, 2 rows of sugarcane up here. There'll be another water channel like so. And then we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows, right? So this is going to be another double, like so. And then on the outside of this water channel here will essentially be all filled in. We're going to fill all that in with dirt, and then we can go up a layer. Okay, so I'm going to go off and start working on this. I'm going to start getting these second levels of water channels in place. And, I mean, we're just going to, literally, this is what we're doing. Just going around all the edges where I planted, well, either I planted or I couldn't plant sugarcane. Yeah. And we're just going to build in another layer of water channels, okay? Let me get this done, and I'll get this entire, like, next level done, and I'll bring you back, and we'll talk about what it looks like then, and kind of go from there. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I know this episode's been like a series of cuts, but, man, we're putting in the work. That's just the way it has to be. So I just harvested all the sugarcane that was ready, and I replanted some on the second level. You can see I've got all those in. It doesn't really look like it, but you can see the edge right there. That's raised up a block. I think it looks really good. Let's go downstairs. Let's go down and take a look, and then we'll talk about what we've got to do next to try to get the next level. See how the cool thing also about this stuff is we could just jump over it. It's awesome. Okay, so now we've got to put in I think this is going to be our third and final layer. I don't think it needs to go any higher than this. I mean, this is going to be a massive sugarcane farm. Once it's all grown and we harvest it, it will probably stay pretty much grown all the time, because I just don't see any reason to keep harvesting. So what we're trying to do here, see, it's a little sketchy. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that that all can be planted, though, so I'm going to let it be planted. This one cannot. Okay. But that one can. And so we just want to make sure that we can plant all this row that kind of butts up against it. I guess it's an extra row, or it's the 6th row, really. But let's just go ahead and run these in a little bit. It actually looks really cool before you put the water in. It even looks better after the water, but it is what it is. Oops, nope, okay. Yeah. Oh, have I told you in this episode that I love this game? Man, it's amazing. It's so much fun playing Minecraft. You know, there's so much craziness. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. There's just so much craziness around these days. Yeah. And then you just can lose yourself for a couple hours just placing dumb dirt blocks down into a sugarcane farm. And it's funny how that little thing is enough to kind of, you know, reset you a little bit. At least that's what it does for me. So let's get this first level in, and then we'll talk about... Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do here... Let's actually go sleep through the night. Man, I'm so lazy now. Oh, you dang bird! Hey, don't be sitting on me. I think that's Janky the parrot. I'm so lazy now that I've got this crazy elytra that literally I fly like 10 feet. I'm like, oh, I gotta go from here to there. And then I like crash into the wall because these rockets are 3 times blasting power, but that's okay. I'm down. Okay, let me just fly. Actually, can we see? Yeah. So that's what's going to be the 3rd level. So this is what it looks like from ground level. And obviously this stuff is going to grow really tall. Right? It's not very easy to harvest, but you know that's okay. We're making like what's the word? Like a semi-functional farm, I think. We're not trying to make something like super amazing and highly efficient. Huh? Okay. We're just making a farm that we could get tons and tons of sugarcane, and then the rest of the time it's going to look really nice. So yeah, we can plant sugarcane all along that bottom row, and then I think what we're going to do is. I'm going to just fill the top in. Oh my goodness, please be quiet, phone. Yike. So I think what we're going to do is just fill the top in with just rows of water. And that way that'll be the top. Because I don't want to keep going up any higher. I think it'll look kind of silly. One thing that we're going to have to do at some point, now that I was just standing up here looking at this, is we will probably need like an official way to get up and down. Oh, hello. And so we'll have to like carve out some of this. And maybe like come out the back door of our building here and find like a path that can go up to the top. I do like the fact that you could jump through sugarcane and it doesn't cause any trouble. Okay, so now I just have to build a series of rows so we can put sugarcane in here. And probably by the time that I'm done, that bottom area down there will be all grown up and I'll be able to harvest it. And we can at least get, what I've been trying to focus on is getting the side that we're looking at done. That way we can kind of back up and take a look at it and see how we like it. But I think it's going to look out pretty good. So let me keep working here and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so we've got the entire farm done. It looks pretty good. It looks good on the ground as well, but I want to just take a look up here. We've got, I don't know, let's say a third, maybe a little bit more than a third of the farm. I mean, we really just have the lower levels to do, but that's a lot of real estate. But it looks really good. It looks good from the ground. We'll go down in just a minute and take a look at it. But I was just, while I was sort of just hanging out here hoping that magically all the sugarcane would grow, which it hasn't, I was looking around, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of this back, cut that little edge back right there that this thing is sitting on. We'll leave that there, but cut this. And then we have to figure out a path to go up through the middle, at least to be able so we can get up and we can harvest it all. I mean, we could jump up through there and it won't be a problem, but I think a path would look kind of cool, sort of coming out the back door and just meandering up there. But while I was up here, I think, you know, once we do a little bit more terraforming, I think we can add some more farms here. Like we could do a great big carrot farm, a wheat farm, maybe potatoes, even what are those things called? Beets. red beets. It doesn't sound like what they're called. Anyway, put some beets. I know they're beets, but we can put some of those up here. I think this is going to look really good for sure. Maybe even a big, huge plantation of netherwort because, you know, we need a little bit. Instead of making these type of farms, I know in 1.6, I think they're going to patch these one-tick farms. And some people are really excited about that. I don't really care either way because I can still farm as much cactus or bamboo that I want using traditional means. It just means the farm is like, you know, 100 times bigger, but we can do that. I guess people felt that they were exploiting a bug or maybe too overpowered, and I sort of agree. And then I think about villagers on how I can trade for anything. I could get a villager and I can put a lectern down at his feet and I can break it over and over again until I get mending. I mean, that to me sounds a little bit overpowered as well. And when you compare that with these little one-tick farms, that doesn't seem like anything. But anyway, here we are. Let's go down here and actually stand on the ground. And look, it's going to be awesome. Once it's all grown, it's going to be different heights. And it's going to go up there. Oh, yeah, I like it. Hopefully you guys do too as well. So that is going to be our sugarcane farm. I'm going to work between a couple things I'm going to do between this episode and next, or try my best to, depending on my time, is get this thing completely planted, maybe even harvest it a couple times, make a whole bunch of paper, and then go into the nether and finish that nether tunnel, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my 1.15.2 Vanilla Minecraft Let's Play series, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.